The confirmation process for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh was a battle royale. But should one government official's position be so important? Yes, control of the Supreme Court was at stake. But that raises the question as to why the court itself is so powerful. Could it be that the answer to that question tells us something about our increasing inability to govern ourselves as a free people? Let's face it, ever since the 1960s, and frankly, even before that, we've increasingly allowed the Supreme Court to decide controversial issues we've been unwilling to solve legislatively. From civil rights to abortion to the issue of gay marriage, the High Court has ruled on key issues well outside the legislative process, and new constitutional rights were created from whole cloth. We are quite simply losing our sovereign power to govern ourselves. No single government official outside the president should be so important that his or her replacement could shift the course and destiny of the nation. And yet that was precisely the case in replacing Justice Anthony Kennedy. This was not what the founders intended. Ultimately, what's at stake is the rule of law. There are people in America today who want the Supreme Court, and courts in general, to become little more than political tribunals to enforce their ideology and political prejudices. Due process and respect for the rules and limitations imposed by the Constitution on the judiciary are thrown aside for politics and power. This is exceedingly dangerous, and it's how authoritarian regimes operate, not democracies governed by the rule of law. And it's today, arguably the greatest threat to the liberties of all Americans.